So they needed me to, hi, I'm back. Anyways, they needed me to come and come back to the house because they had something they had to tell me. Okay, if you're a mother, then you probably will understand. Everything just fell to my feet. My heart, I couldn't breathe. You know, they put me in the patrol car and they brought me back to my house. And I'm like, what the hell? You know? And I seen everybody, the search party had basically gathered in my front yard. You know? And we were sitting there and I was walking up to talk to Steve to find out what was going on. And lo and behold, they found my children. Okay, let me tell you how this goes. Okay, we're talking about parenting skills. Excuse me. I looked up, and this bus pulls up. And on that church bus is my children. My children, my son especially, jumps off the bus and he's like, Mommy, what's going on? And I just grabbed, I couldn't help him. I just grabbed him and hugged him and I, you know, both him and Nikki, and I was kissing. And I told him, I said, you know what? They were at church. The whole time, everybody in the damn neighborhood was looking for my children because I thought I had lost them. Them motherfuckers was in church. They were in church. They were at the church. I'll tell you about that in a minute. So, I told my son, I said, you know what? Don't you ever leave this yard or this house without telling me where you're going. Him and my daughter were like, but we did tell you, Mommy. In front of all the policemen. Don't you remember? You were on the phone with Jennifer when we waved goodbye to you. I knocked on the door and I waved goodbye. I don't remember it. That's because I was running my mouth on the phone. Trying to get in someone else's business. And Timmy did see my kids with an adult, a female. But they were getting on the bus. Anyways, and she was the youth director. Yeah, she picked up my children every Wednesday for the last 5 years. Been picking up probably about the last 3.5. Been picking up my children every Wednesday for 3.5 years. And I thought they were missing. Because I forgot it was frickin' Wednesday. I forgot they went to church. Can you imagine the look on the people's faces that were here? When the church bus pulled up and my children jumped off, and how I was crying and rolling in the ground. Can you imagine looking up and your children are getting off a damn bus? And you done got the law, the governor. Hell, everybody was involved. People coming from the base. People didn't stop eating dinner to help me search for my children who were on a bus and went to church because they have youth church on Wednesday nights. Can you imagine? Bet you don't know what I felt like. Especially when my son hollered out, well, Mama, I did say goodbye to you, but you were on the phone. Telling everybody my damn business. I just wanted to grab him but I didn't. So, you know, everybody was like, oh, well, at least you found your kids. They were at church, making fun of me. I was like, they helped, because I was going on vacation. That was on a Wednesday. I was leaving Friday to go on vacation. Anyway, so everybody dissipated. The police all left, and the guy was like, hey, it's a good thing that they didn't send that chopper out there, because it's $175 an hour. You know, right off the bat, it's like $1,000 just to start it up, and then it's $175 an hour. I'm glad they didn't go looking for him. I mean, they only been in my life for just a few years, so, you know, I mean, it's a lot of money. Anyways, let me quit playing. But, so everybody dissipated, and I came in the house, and my mom, she was livid with me. She was, you know, baka! You know, you should have remembered that it was Wednesday night. Your kids go to church every Wednesday night. You don't remember? I don't know what I was thinking of. I was too busy talking to Jen. Jen had me messed up that night. She almost got my ass thrown in damn jail for some bullshit. But anyways, it was ludicrous. So, And Steve, he was just like, I can't believe we forgot that our children were at church. I'm like, yeah, I can't believe you forgot. You know, I try to put it all on him. Shit, I didn't want to take all the blame for it. But, so everybody left, and we hear this knock on the door. And I go to answer it, and it's the freaking TV crew. I look like a hot banshee. You hear me? I had my makeup was running. I had streaks. My hair was jacked up from the flow up. I looked like I don't know what, you know. And he was like, well, we'd like to interview you. My eyes were this big because I had been crying the whole time. And I said, interview me? He said, yeah, you know, about the kids. I said, well, let me get my husband. So I went and got Steve, and Steve comes out, and they're going to interview Steve, right? And they're going to put it on. This happened. They were at the house about 8:30 that night. So they were going to put it on the 10 o'clock news. Steve stood out there like the big man that he is. Better you than me. Here comes Nikki. Now, granted, she's like 5, almost 5. She's wrapped around his leg. Boom! The lights go on. And Steve froze up. They were asking him all kind of questions. But anyways, look, they put it on the 10 o'clock news. And do you know, he looked ridiculous. They made him look like a total jackass on that thing. They said, oh, two Callaway kids go missing. The parents forgot that they had went to church. Then it was like, yeah, thank you for joining us. How do you forget that your children are going to church? Well, they went missing, but the good thing is they were with the Lord. They came up with all kind of shit. And he looked like a total fool. I said, I'm glad you went out there and not me, because I had people call. My girlfriend was like, hey, Liz. I'm like, yes. Like, girl, there's some kids on TV that look just like yours. I'm like, yeah, damn, it is mine. You didn't know that? They're mine. Shit. But yeah, my kids went missing. And yes, I forgot that they were at church. And I called the law. I had everybody and the mama out here in their overalls trying to find my children who were at church praying. Yep. I felt like a total ass. But luckily, I only had to feel like an ass for a few days because I went on vacation. We all did, you know. But Steve got the most hits from it. I mean, they on his way to the base when he going to work the next morning, people were just like honking their horn going, did you find those kids? They were pretty safe, huh? They were at church. You know, like, you idiot, they were at church. My kids were at church. And they go every Wednesday. I just forgot. And I got a little paranoid. And I called the police and had everybody come out looking for them. Just to find them coming home from church. That's one of my stories. That's not the funny ones, but it is one of my stories. Yep. My children were at church. And the parents didn't know where they were. What kind of parent am I to let my children get on a bus and I don't even know about it? And then to call the damn law and have everybody and their mama out here, 200 people searching for my kids within a 10-mile radius, just searching for my children. And where were they at? They were in the house of God, not knowing what was going on here at the house. Yep, I made a total fool of myself that night. Hey, you know what? All these years later, they still talking about it. Let it go. Anyways, so that's my story. I have to come up with some more good ones. But hey, my children were safe. They were with the Lord. Well, you guys have a great night. I'm fixing to go to bed because I'm tired and it's late. Peace. Have a good one.